What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming at you guys with a video. What have we learned from OTAs and minicamp? Well, we've learned that Carson Wentz is looking sharper every week. Alshon Jeffrey's becoming the prime target that we want him to be, and Torrey Smith is grabbing those deep balls like it's no problem. And on top of that, we have a running back called, LeGarrette Blount, that's going to be a physical freak of nature with that offensive line that we have. That can be a top 10 offensive line, which I think it is a top 10 offensive line. Then you got, tight ends that are doing well. Zach Ertz doing very well. And hoping that he gets that big leap. With a quarterback that he can have for a lot of years to come. Then you got the running back situation with Donnell Pumphrey. He's been returning punts a majority of this camp. Returning punts, putting him in the slot, putting him at running back, putting him at tailback. Whatever, it's been fucking crazy with him. And all I hear is good things. And that's it. I'm very high on Donnell Pumphrey, and oh man, I can't wait till he can return kicks, he can return punts, he could be in the slot, he could be as a running back, he could be as the pony set with Darren Sproles. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. Just fucking wait. Alshon Jeffrey looks like a freaking nature out there. I love it. He's catching everything. Our defensive line's doing really fucking well. With the personnel we have on paper, I can't see us failing on that defensive line for what it's going to be worth with Timmy Jernigan and Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett. God, Chris Long, Vinny Curry. It's going to be fucking amazing. But what have we learned? We've learned that we have a totally different fucking offense than we did the past few years. We haven't had a receiver like Alshon Jeffrey in years. We haven't had a running back like LeGarrette Blount that's big with size and could force his physical presence can arrive. Running behind Lane Johnson, running behind Jason Peters sounds pretty damn good to me. Jason Peters extends his contract to another year, playing through the 2019 season, and I am glad he's been loyal to this team. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He wants to retire an Eagle like he really should. And he feels that he could play for a few more years. He feels good. And, that's all that matters. The cornerback situation, I'm glad that there are guys that are competing, and I'm glad that this is happening because we need to see who are they going to be the best two that are going to be on the outside. Still got Ron Brooks, a guy tore his ACL at the Minnesota Vikings game last year. He played outside, and after that, Nolan Carroll switched to outside, and it was a fucking disaster after that. Ron Brooks didn't do too bad at all. I actually liked him. He was a special teams guy on the Buffalo Bills. We signed free agency last year. He came in and did very well. I have to say he came in and did very well. But when in the Vikings game he missed that open field tackle, I was like, what the fuck? How did he miss that open field tackle? It was like pretty much he had him in his hands, and then after that he fell to the ground. He tore his ACL before he even hit him because he shrugged a little bit, lost balance, fell to the ground. Guy could be something on this team, and he might be a nice fill-in. So I wouldn't, sleep on him too much. Russell Douglas has been up and down, but he's been making a lot of plays. So he's not blowing coverage every play, but he's coming back and he's doing very well. So I hope, he could progress. It's only his rookie year. I hope he could progress, do very well. Patrick Robinson, I never hear fucking news about him. He's probably just getting beat all the fucking time. I mean, he's a veteran. He could get some leadership in there. He could teach the rookies a lot of things. But Patrick Robinson, I don't know if he wows me. I think they're starting him in the nickel right now. They're starting him at slot corner right now, which isn't a bad thing because he's, hopefully it's not crazy bad, but we'll see what happens with that. Then you got Sidney Jones. He's back. He's been at camp. He doesn't have the boot on. He's been walking around. He's been moving. And he seems like he's okay. He's not going to play anytime soon. But, I mean, that's a great thing to have. A top 10 pick is on the back burner behind our brains right now, sitting there, and we're just like, man, I can't wait till this guy gets on the fucking field and hopefully he becomes what he's supposed to be. Do I think he's going to be a complete bust? No, I don't think so at all. I think he's going to be really something. I think he's going to be, I'm not saying shut down, but he's going to be a very, very good corner. He's going to be hard to pass the ball on. So I can't wait till he comes back. And we'll see what happens. Safeties about worried about Malcolm Jenkins, Rodney McLeod taking that leadership in the safety roles. I'm not barring down on them at all because they're going to do what they're going to do because they're vets. Rodney McLeod's a young vet, but he's a hard-hitting fucking safety, and Malcolm Jenkins is the vocal leader of this defense. Hands down. But what's so important about this defense is so much depth on that defensive line. Like when you don't have the depth in a 4-3 wide 9 defense, not going to go too well like we did last year. Our depth was horrible. So what was really behind that first string of defensive line? Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Benny Logan, and Connor Barwin. Then after that, what was it? Vinny Curry, and he played like shit. What was it? Bo Allen. He's nothing special. So behind all that, you got a lot of nice things, and it's very exciting. A lot of depth, and that offensive line as well. A lot of depth. Steve Wisniewski signed a 3-year deal. Alan Barber, Chance Warmack, and Isaac Samalo, which I want to tell you, I already probably told you already, but Isaac Samalo is already guaranteed to get that left guard spot already. I think the coaches want him to start. I think they want him to start Alan Barber. It's not because they don't believe in Alan Barber. They know Alan Barber plays at a very high level, and he actually has been playing at a high level. Even though that pussy motherfucker wanted to seek out a damn trade, I'm still pissed off about that. But whatever. Even though they know what Alan Barber can do. They just want to see what everyone else can do at that left guard spot. They just want to see what other players can do at that time. So it's not a guaranteed thing where it's like, oh, they don't know if Alan Barber can do it. They know Alan Barber can do it. They just want to see what these other guys can do. And we need some young talent on that offensive line. Isaac Samalo, 3rd-round pick last year. He plays center and guard. He's been taking a few reps here and there at center, not much, but left guard he's been hammering it like crazy. And then you got Chance Warmack. I mean, haven't really heard too much about him too much. I mean, I don't think he's shining at OTAs. He's not looking at the depth chart. He's not worried. He just wants to do what the coaches want him to do, and that's it for now. So and then the right side of the line, I'm happy with. You got Kelsey in the middle, and you got Brandon Brooks plus Lane Johnson. So I'm the offensive line, we're set, and the depth is great. We've had guys that started in games last year and whatnot. Holly Pulivatai did very well. I think he will become a very good, either a backup tackle or he could be a fucking starter. And I know a lot of people aren't really high on Holly Pulivatai, but give him a chance. He only fucked up one game. That was it. So I'm not benching him or I'm not putting him down for anything at all. I wouldn't even do that. So realistically, it all comes down to Carson Wentz. I mean, he throws for 3,700 yards last year without wide receivers. And plus with the wide receiver core, you just can't, everyone does different things. Alshon Jeffrey can get those 50-50 catches. He's been doing fucking amazing. I mean, every time I see him catch a ball, like one-handed catches like crazy. Torrey Smith's been catching one-hand catches, been doing very well at training camp, whatever. Running deep balls, running slant routes, running go. I mean, whatever the fuck. Or Torrey Smith can run anything. Alshon Jeffrey can run anything. Jordan Matthews, it's become the Jordan Matthews. We know Zach Ertz can do it because Zach Ertz has put up crazy fucking numbers. But Jordan Matthews is just a guy he's a one-trick pony. He's just one-dimensional. And when you catch a player that's one-dimensional, you're going to beat him every time. When Jordan Matthews can only play the slot, he can only play the slot. Even though, yes, has he had success when he was a rookie? Did he have success in the slot? Yeah, of course, but look what was around him. You had LaShawn McCoy, you had not Deshaun Jackson, you had Jeremy Maclin. You had a good wide receiver core, and you had a very good offensive line at the time. So, honestly, he did very well. But his numbers dropped because Chip Kelly ended up fucking this team up. So the less talent was around Jordan Matthews, the more he was going to get more attention, because he was pretty much our best receiver the past few years, 2 years. So really, when he gets all the attention, he's not going to do anything, because if we got a shitty wide receiver core like we've had, all the attention is going to be on him, because he's the only one necessary that's going to make all those catches or whatever. I mean, Jordan Matthews can't even catch a fucking ball. He can't even drag his feet on a sideline catch. He can't even sideline catch a fucking ball and drag his feet. I've never seen him do it. He's never even done it probably once. I don't think he's done it. I think he did it in the end zone, that one touchdown against the Redskins, like in the back of the end zone. He kept his fucking tippy toes in. But other than that, that was it. I didn't see much else. Zach Ertz can do it. Everyone else can do it. But this guy can't do it. Nelson Aguilar, they're talking on Philly radio that Nelson Aguilar could be in front of him. And I can believe it. I believe he can be in front of him. Because he's got to step in the door. He could play inside and outside. I want to see Nelson Aguilar in the slot, see what he can do. Let's just see what he can do. I think, everyone thinks he's changed. He's a changed man. He looks different. To me, he looks different. He looks different at OTAs. Of course he does, but it's OTAs. No pads on, whatever. But I'll see you guys later, guys. I'm actually doing laundry right now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.